takes point alongside Jacob. Both of them played pretty well earlier today, turning things around against Ents. It was back and forth, hot and cold. AdreN going to deploy his smoke just to stall a little while longer, but the green button has been pushed, and we are all systems go. Faction survives longer than anticipated, and now JKS able to get his hands on a kill. AdreN is the player that falls. JKS point blank range going to come out second best against Nico, but Renegades are at least turning up the heat. They have the bomb towards the site. I don't think they've got it planted though. Lias came off the plant.
He saw Rain. Rain pulled him off it. They know they need to get a couple more kills to be able to plant this bomb safely, but they're just being chipped away. Faction, he has to get aggressive in that scenario, puts him in an awkward fight, and there's Guardian for the final kill.
FaZe okay to give this one up for the time being. Grenade goes out, barely does any damage, and Guardian is going to be pressed. UMP in hand alongside Nico's FaMaster. They're going to hold on. No, they don't. It's a 2-for-2 trade. That's going to favor Renegades because now they can wrap around and AdreN's in real trouble. Very important he takes down Lias. Now he can focus attention towards the CT side. But it is an MP9 at range that's going to struggle somewhat, especially considering with this force, Renegades have armor on both these remaining players.
AdreN played that as well as he could. Had to choose to get aggressive towards Banana. He knew the numbers that were in CT spawn, able to eliminate one. Plant going down is not a huge deal because Renegades invested so much into this. That smoke is going to be tough for them to deal with, though. They're both on this side. Faction coming over for the boost. Over the smoke. Maybe something unexpected that FaZe is not ready for. No one's watching for it. Here's the jump up. Olof's going to get spammed. And now FaZe is in a tough spot. AdreN goes down as well. A good trade from Rain. But the second player, Faction, his mobility has won him this round. He's rotated all the way around, and he is going to go down with the bomb, but he's going to find Rain as well. His last smoke used, and actually Renegade's going to have to come through this. This could be massive for Rain. They're going to boost over it. He didn't spot the gun barrel. He has now, I believe. Maybe not, actually. Guardian's going to provide him some cover from the other side of mid. This could be a slaughter. Rain, what a good job he's done. Remains undetected. And a triple kill.
Out of the banana. Pushed down originally. Here's a flash into a potential quad peak, one by one. They're water falling out of mid. They're going to take a grenade for their troubles, make it 2. But they're making serious movements through arches as it stands. They're somewhat sandwiched down. Rain is going to strike once again, but Jacob will return fire onto AdreN. Shots. With FaZe drawing us even. Let's see if any entries can come by, though. That smoke very intelligently parts the ways. And how are Renegades getting these entries? It's down to Guardian. Spraying through the smoke does connect. And that should be the round done now. Jacob can't feasibly stop this. He cannot get to the bomb and plant in time. He's just going to try and save his AK.
Yeah, but they're going to hunt him down. You have to imagine after the timer, they're now encroaching the position. Nico from above, a lot of extended time here at the major. That's a big kill. See Olofmeister almost freak out a little bit there when the dink came through. That's a tag through the wall. That's a clean kill, and that's a clean slaughter. Another triple kill for Rain. Pack, and it's extremely delayed. They do have pit control. They haven't been able to find any entries into the bomb site.
Guardian has found one, but JKS counteracts. Headshot delivered with the AK. Rain up close and Boiler. Gonna get the better of Azza, who turned it back. Unfortunate timing for Renegades. And although they have pit control, they haven't made the trek across to the site yet. So now Rain is using these smokes to his advantage. Finally, Faction gets the upper hand. Looking to spray across the site. Olofmeister is gonna break his deadlock by picking up a kill. And sub 30 seconds remain. Renegades still need to find a way onto the site. They still haven't got this bomb planted. And JKS, who's been in pit for quite some time now, has to try and pull off a 1v3 clutch. But with the bomb in such a precarious position, there's no reason for FaZe to move. There's the first, though. Now they may be forced out into the open. JKS going in for a second, but there is the man in question, AdreN. At one point, though, he did seem to be one of FaZe's best players in terms of performances towards the end of 2017, but Olofmeister is going to find a first. And speaking of Rain, going to try and hold on for quad. He's just trying to bite up enough time to allow the rest of his team to move into position. That flashbang does afford JKS the opportunity to run around. Now there's so many angles for Rain to try and lock down, but Guardian is helping him out. So much damage inflicted to Renegades, 13 and 11 in terms of health, and Faction is going to put his 11 to good use with a kill and a bomb plant. Desert Eagle in range to maybe pull off a miraculous clutch, but AdreN says no. Only seen a couple of aggressive plays. AdreN this time, that flashbang is spot on. He's done so much damage, and 2 kills, make it 3. Go his way, pop flash to perfection. And that passage of play may have just sealed up the round for FaZe. Back turn to the choke point. And you can see here why. Everybody
Jesus.
lit up, their retinas burnt clean out their heads.
Flashback does take a shot. They haven't seen this bait and switch.
And they may get baited into this here in Guardian there. Reigns typically playing on the short side. Gonna get 2. Could be good enough. AK is now in the hands of Azza though. We saw him get a 4K earlier on, but he's been tagged up. His elbow blown clean off, down to 5 health. And finished by Olofmeister. Now Liaz, who didn't follow his in-game leader, is in app, so no comfortable weapon for him to pick up and use against the CTs. He's going to have to rip through with a CZ. And the bomb's also in a horrible spot for him, so again, Renegades really just playing to do some damage, not necessarily to win the round at this stage.
Olaf hears this as well. Walking into the crosshair, an easy one for Olaf, who had a double kill. The nade earlier on Rap side to clean up.
And they've realized, okay, we can't go B, let's go back to A again, but there's 3 players stacked on the site. This could be a massacre, this could be a disaster. 10 seconds now, and Guardian is going to claim the first kill, and it's going to be every bit the disaster that I was anticipating. Guardian flicks across the head of JKS. He can't get Liaz, but Liaz doesn't have time. This round is going to slip away from Renegades.
I don't know if Nico expected them to be that aggressive. And now, unfortunately, with Olofmeister there, maybe Nico thought Olaf would actually get into the action somewhat. Great kill from Guardian. Looking to bide his time. Rain waiting for Azza, and that's got to be frustrating. He was looking for a cleaner fight. Where's the peek from Olaf? That could change this whole round. Liaz completely blind. Nicely done from FaZe handling the pressure. Even losing Nico early on, and they've recovered.
Olaf proving that patience certainly is a virtue in that case, giving the firm advantage to FaZe Clan, now making a straight-up dart towards the B side. Jacob is going to be laid in wait, using the close angle. Does a bit of chip damage to both AdreN and Olofmeister, but it's been smoked out. Going to look for the boost, but they've already read it. Olofmeister perforates the smoke, pierces into the head of JKS, and FaZe Clan pick up both pistols.
Nicely done from Guardian, 2 kills early on.
To third, whips out the P250 and takes the head almost clean off Nico's shoulders. Only 9 HP remains, so a phenomenal round by Faction. And now Nico realizing that in exchanging, he probably loses. Going to pick up the AWP instead and see if he can get the 1 hit potential in his way. Going to peek back again. There is a smoke, though. It's going to make it that much harder. But now they're starting to peek round. This is why he's picked up the AWP. Can Nico pull off a huge clutch? It'll be heartbreaking for the Renegades after the start they had in this round, but he goes down. I think maybe his barrel stuck through the smoke and betrayed him. He needs to get over there and quick. 25 seconds now. It has to be a B hit, and as it's been molotoved and flashed out of position. Excellent take by FaZe. Faction looking for the boost, but it's not going to be forthcoming. And judging from Liaz's position, they're already half thinking about saving this round.
Yeah, he didn't budge at a pit, did he? I think with the clock starting to run down in the round, he just wanted to make sure that it was B. Faction, they have the money if you wanted to stick around, but can't argue against this play. Just make sure you save it. Could try and take some guns away from FaZe, who haven't been able to string rounds together, who haven't been able to build up any kind of money. It's been 6 in a row for Renegades. It's about to get stopped here, obviously, but what a run.
FaZe Clan turning up the heat, turning up the pace. Molotovs and flashbangs being distributed. It's going to be a wraparound on the arch side. Liaz isn't able to do anything, and neither is Azza. This is much better from FaZe Clan, looking far more clinical in the dying embers of this map. They are going to be able to get another round on the board, and Jacob and JKS, sure there's a bunch of money, but we know how quickly that'll dwindle on the CT side. Sanctuary, if he peeks out, he'll have a free kill on Rain. I say that, nearly whiffs out on it, and that's going to cost him his life. Could have maybe spun across for a second if he didn't take so many bullets to take down the first.
FaZe actually faked the fallback. They actually ran halfway down mid and walked back, and you could see it pulled the players out of rotation. JKS kind of started hiking over towards CT spawn. Now they're very nervous by the presence. It's going to be the B bomb site. It's all on Jacob. But the clock is Renegade's ally. Can he delay them long enough? He's completely blind. Drops in towards first oranges. Gets the first, but not the follow-up. Liaz and JKS can't go for this. The round is lost. He has a smoke, no Molotov. They might have to go right through this phase. There's only 30 seconds left on the clock, and that's going to signify the hit is coming, and JKS got to stand his ground. No flashbangs, and he's only able to get 1.
Nearly, but there is another hole that's able to tee off, and Azza wasn't far away.
I cannot believe none of those connected with Nico on 7 HP. You saw it in the X-ray. If they had gotten that kill, that might have convinced them to go for it. That would have been a 3-on-3 scenario, and they would have been in prime position to go for that retake. Obviously not sure they put a lot of pressure on the B-bomb side as well. This is going to make this a little bit of a weaker defense towards lane. Here we go, Vince.
Liaz flashed out, been tagged up a bunch, but Braddock's faction holds on. The CZ is delivering damage. Here comes Liaz, nearly line up for 2, but Guardian somehow, someway, close range dispatches of Azza. They're going to be able to get the bomb, and that was such an important kill with only 10 seconds left. JKS going to wait for this smoke to clear alongside Jacob. They've got to go for it. And although Olof is low, Guardian has gone down. This is very possible now for Renegades. They've got themselves 2 kits as well, and plenty of firepower for Mass and Orc. Olof goes peeking a couple of times, does a bit of damage, but nothing significant. It's not going to stop Renegades from pushing, but they're both together. They're clumped up. It's going to be a one-dimensional retake, and they need to get some damage on right now, and it's going to be going down. It's all on Olofmeister. He's had a rough map, but he has to stand tall, and he can't deliver. Renegades have done it in the final round allocated 16-14.